Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on GU guys. What am I expecting on GU? I'm just gonna do a quick recap on my previous analysis. If you watch my previous analysis on GU, I'm predicting GU to push to the upside to 1.27234. That is my TP prediction on GU, but I think we were right around this area right here, and I said there's a possibility for it to push down to 1.26224 because we can see that that was like where we had the last break of structure right here. I said, and it has been giving up some sort of like a momentum to push to the downside. So I saw some sort of like an impulse, a correction. I was expecting a continuation to push to the downside, and when we get to this level, we might not continue to push to the upside. But as we can see that the market does what it wants to do, but don't predict the market, we react to the market. The market did not push down to the previous zone to retest the zone. We can see that it just continued to tank to the upside. Yes, it fell some multiple times, but it just continued to give us the higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low right here. So now we're just gonna we analyze GU based on the current price action, guys. So I'm gonna delete. That is why we need to be open-minded, because the market will do what it needs to do. So let me go to a bigger time frame. Just like how I like to analyze, I like to go to a bigger time frame to break it down to more smaller time frames, just to see like what we are looking for overall. So we can see right now that if you watched my previous analysis, right, we can see GU is still on a down move. We can see an impulse, a correction. I'm expecting some sort of a correction. A continuation down to 1.17351. If we continue to push to the downside, that will be my target. As we can see that GU hasn't really solidified the continuation of down move yet on my weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame, but we can see that we are rejecting off of my 61.8% fib level multiple times. But for us to have more confirmation that we're going to continue to push to the downside, I need like a solid closed bear candle around that area. That just signifies that we will continue to push to the downside. But remember, this is a weekly time frame. I am not a swing trader, and I'm not a positional trader. I am more of like an intraday trader and a scalper. So I don't need to take trades from weekly time frame. So because I'm a scalper and an intraday trader, I can take trade in a more lower time frame, right? Even despite the fact that we haven't really solidified in a bigger time frame, but a bigger time frame just make it easier for us to analyze and just see the overall perspective of the market. So now I'm going to go to smaller time frame. This is my daily time frame, just to see what we are looking at right now. So we can see that this is my daily time frame, and I have like a mini fib level on this time frame. I have like an impulse, a correction that rejected around 78.6% fib level, and I'm expecting some sort of like continuation. And my target right now for that is 1.25532, right around that level right here. So we can see that we broke this counter trend line right here. We rejected around 78.6% fib level. That's one confluent. We broke this counter trend line right here. That's second confluent, right? And it's giving us the lower high, some sort of like a lower high. So we might push up a little bit to my 50% fib level right here for us to have another lower high for us to continue to push to the downside. That's a possibility. So now let me go to much smaller time frame and see. We can see that just because I had this momentum of buy around this area right here, and we retested that level after breaking the level, retested the zone right after breaking the zone. So we had that break of structure right here, retested, and it's continuing to give us the momentum of buy, right? So there's a possibility for us to continue to push up, and I predict we're pushing up to certainly around this area right here if we continue to push to the upside. We can see this is the 4-hour time frame. If I zoom in a little bit, we can see this candlestick right here give us more momentum for buy right around my 4 hours time frame. So I see it at least pushing up to my negative 27% fib level before we start tanking to the downside. That's a possibility. And if we see more momentum of it, you might at least get to my 61.8% fib level. But as you know, that majority of the time I don't really like taking my TP at 61.8% fib level. But there are exceptions, and exception is when I see momentum around negative 27% fib level, which is always my TP area that I just get out of the market, right? Because those are like, if you've been watching my analysis, my negative 27% fib level and 61.8% fib level are like my reverse out area. So we might get to that level right here and start reversing to the downside. So that's why I don't like risking it. I'm not greedy, just take my TP, my negative 27% and leave the market, right? But like I said, there's always an exception to everything. Once in a while, I take my TP around 61.8% fib level, and that is if I still see a lot of momentum when it gets to my negative 27% fib level. But when we get that, what I do is either I partial my profit, I put my profits in break even, or I put it in like half of it majority of the time, so in case anything happen, I know I'm not at lost. So that is what we are. That is my thoughts right now on GU. I still think GU is going to continue to tank to the upside right here. Then when we get here, we'll determine our next move. Either we get here to push to the downside, or we push to my negative 61.8% fib level for us to push, which is around this area for us to push to the downside, depending. So I'm just gonna put here just in case we get there, so at least we know that's a target if we get to that level right there. So let me just change that to 7235. Will be my TP1 right around there. So that is what we are looking at right now, guys. Let me go to another smaller time frame just to see. I can draw a line right here just to indicate that we are on a downtrend. So we can see that that's my first prediction. So let's see. Let me go to much smaller time frame. This is the 1 hour time frame. I'm seeing more momentum of buy around this area right here. So there's a possibility we might come down here a little bit, then tank to my first TP, right? Or we might just continue to tank to the TPs. Let's see, because we can see that it's not giving any sort of like, I think so based on how the market is reacting, guys, you can see that it's not giving any long retracement. If I zoom out a little bit, we can see that it's just, let me go to more smaller time frame for more candlesticks. So we can see that it's just giving some sort of like an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction. So we might possibly have that, something like this, come to this area right here, reject, then continue to tank to the downside. That is what I'm saying. So let's see, I think something like this, come down here, then continue to tank up. That is what I am currently seeing on so let me just go to bigger time frame right here. What I'm seeing right here, but like I said, right, that if you have more momentum, we can push up here to touch this trend line, which also aligns with my negative 27% fib level. So let's just see right here. We can see that is my negative 61.8% fib level, aligns with this trend line right here. So we might possibly just come here to this trend line right here, give us one touch here, we have second touch, a possible third touch around this area right here for us to continue to tank overall to the downside. Just like I mentioned that, remember my overall TP for bigger time frame is 1.25532. But like I said, we don't need that right now. We have to take it one step at a time because we are scalpers or like intraday trader. So that is my prediction now on GU guys. So when we get to this level, we determine our next move. Either we get here, continue to retest and continue to push down, or we push up to this channel right here before we get to zoom to the downside. So let's see how the market reacts around that area. Then we'll be able to react to the markets based on that current price action. So this is my thoughts on GU guys. Hope you guys find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.